Debbie, where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from Wisconsin. I lived in California for 32 years and I moved to Denver a year and a half ago.
So, what do you do?
I'm a fitness expert. I'm also a wellness expert, a motivational speaker, and now recently I've really moved into more of the healing and wellness aspect of things.
So, what are you doing in South Africa?
Well, because you invited me, I was so happy to hear from you. I remember going to my computer that day and checking my emails through my website, and you sent me a lovely invitation. And I really didn't know anything about Dreamcatcher. And I know I had just moved to Colorado. So because of that huge transition, I wasn't really in the headspace to really understand it the first time around. And then I moved again, and you reached out again, and I happened to be in the perfect place to receive what you were asking me to do.
So, were you not intimidated? It must have been quite a new and a novel thing for you to be requested to redesign a program that you had obviously become famous for, but this was a complete grassroots approach, which included music and elements of nature and lifestyle. Was that intimidating to you?
It wasn't intimidating, but I have to say that I was really wrestling because I was taking in everything that you were saying about you wanted the moves to be correlating to the animals and to some of their everyday chores. And I thought, well, this is going to be interesting. You know, I'm going to dig deep and I'm going to do some research. But I knew that as we kept Skyping and it kept evolving, that it started making more and more sense to me. And I realized how doable it really was.
Well, thank you very much for that because you were the first one that I contacted that actually got it after a long list of people because they thought it was completely nuts. But it's about seeing what is not there, and I just felt that the growth of the women needed to be connected with what is right there with them, and then that will carry them forward. So I'm very grateful to you for that.
Yes.
So, what do you think about your experience now that we've finished the shoot?
Well, I think what you just said taps into it for me. It's about empowering girls and women, and that's where I'm at in my life right now. The more that I can do that and give back in any way I can and kind of tap into my own higher vision and my higher purpose, because I'd really been searching, every day, kind of looking and meditating on it. So when you reached out, it was like the universe was working its magic as it does and bringing the two of us together. So I'm glad that the other people said no, because I really feel like this was meant to be with the two of us.
Thank you very much for that because that's what I felt, that there was a mutual understanding between us.
Yes.
And that has actually created something completely unique and different. And I believe, I hope you do, that it's universal, that can be used anywhere. What do you think about that?
I absolutely do. I mean, especially now after working with the girls and seeing their faces light up and the joy that it brought them, just simple exercise and stretching that kind of taps into their inner strength and spirit. I felt just that thing that we take for granted. Just being able to go to a gym or work out in our home and the joy that it brought them. And I felt it was such a validation of what your vision was, and I couldn't be more thrilled, and we can adapt it absolutely anywhere.
I'm very pleased. And what do you take back with you from the changing lanes? Because that's actually what Dreamcatcher has done. We've actually changed lanes
Yes.
in terms of exercise.
I love that phrase, by the way, and there's so much to take away. I had no idea coming into this what it was going to be, and it's touched me deep down. And I feel grateful, and I hope that, that I was able to give and that they received.
And you're a dream catcher now,
Yes.
and you'll always be one. Thank you very much.